fellow traders, 'tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Wednesday, April the 29th, the year's 2026. Let's talk trading. AI evaluated by trading today. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. As always, have your risk management in place. That way you don't lose more than you are willing to lose while you are trading. So, I had Claude AI evaluate my trades today. Because it's going to give me some honest feedback, objective feedback, as opposed to, having my trading buddies or people on the internet evaluate my trades, because it'll dive in pretty deep. And it was kind of interesting. In fact, I think what I should probably do, I should have thought of this before I started the video. I should pause the video and load up my trading template. So here's my trading template. And you can see here, I've got an EA called The Biggest Loser. An AI, I was working with an AI, and it was saying that if you're in a bunch of trades, sometimes it's better to take the positive trades and knock out the biggest loser. So I had it make an EA. I had to do a few tweaks to it, but that's what I do. But this is my trading chart, and it's really pretty simple. Actually, though, you know what? There is something else I should probably show you. So I'm gonna have to pause again. I had to go grab another chart here. And this morning I wasn't planning on it, but long story short, I wrote some more indicators with the AI. I did a liquidity indicator. And then, of course, if I can do this, then I can do a LQ zone, liquidity zone, that tells if, is the trade here? Is it here? Is price in the zone? And then a liquidity status based on this. Here, this status. So that's what I did this morning. And I used this. This determines when you should get in the trade. So by having, I can see here, okay, we've got liquidity in the 1 minute chart up here, and you can see there's an overlap. So status, no trade. And that's what it's saying right here, no trade. But trading today, it was pretty interesting. So let me just bring up here. What I did was, me and a few of the trading buddies like Walmall and Airball and Stan the Man, we share our charts here. So you can see right here, I went long. Obviously, it went against me. In fact, this was the news trade. And so then I tried to rescue it. And obviously, at the time, M30 was green, but price kept falling. And okay, so mistake number one was I went against the 3-ball. If the 3-ball's on top, I should be looking for short. Number two, I went against a magenta midpoint dot. And that means I should have been selling. So had I been selling, that would have been really nice. So what I did was, it was like, okay, I think right here I actually had a magenta. I mean, I had an aqua dot, but then aqua dot. But then right here, this was just a numbers trade getting in near the round number. And as you can see here, that didn't work out very well. But even this trade was wrong, because that's a 3-ball, and you don't want to trade against the 3-ball unless you get a 2-ball at the bottom. So you can't see here, but it was under there. There was a 3-ball, and so that's when I started trading. And so in this case, it was going up. It was past the 70. I just took the trade. Next one, I waited. Here, once again, number trade. Here, aqua. I took those trades. And then here, when I went to get out, what happened was I was using Walmall's EA to close the profit. I hit the button. I had it set to close profit instead of close all, so it left me in these trades here, and it was like, dang it. So then I had to try and trade my way out. So here we've got a M30 that is red, and we've got an aqua. We've got an aqua, but as you can see, price went down. I think this was a 75 trade because that's just the 75 psycho. And then right here, once again, I did a aqua, but should not have been doing that because there's a two ball. I should have waited. I think this two ball started here. So this was a legitimate trade. That was a legitimate trade. And then finally price just took off. I didn't get in that one. I forget why. I think I was I didn't get in time, but then I got out of it. So it was definitely a mess. And then, this is more of a mess here. You can see here, once again, I got in, but M30's red, and there's a one ball there. There's a one ball there. Just forget one balls. They're only, if I see them in my way, that's when I exit. So once again, you can see what happened here. Got out of that trade with the profit. And then here, I got in again. It it was a aqua dot, but and then I did an aqua dot here, aqua dot there, and I got out with the profit. And if you're looking at price is up here somewhere. Probably should have ridden that trade. But then the AI asked me, was saying, hey, do you have problems with the first trade? And I said, well, it's 50-50. And it says, that's a honest market reality. You don't know. And so it's telling me, hey, it's fine. Because when it goes against you, larger basket builds, bigger aggregate profit on recovery, both outcomes are profitable. And he says, most systems need the market to behave a specific way to win. Yours wins either way. First entry outcome goes with you. Few entries, quick TP, small win. Goes against you, more entries, build, larger win. He said the only variable is time. Immediate reversal, quick profit, extended drawdown, larger profit, but more time and nerve. And you've already demonstrated you have the nerve. And it says the system essentially has no losing condition as long as risk entry stays within 5%. You keep taking valid entries, you don't panic exit. 5%, where'd that come from? That was from Dragon years ago, I guess over a decade ago. He says if you lose 5% each time, it takes you 20 trades to drain your account. And you think you're going to lose 20 times in a row? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. So once again, I was using this new liquidity sweep indicator. It's going to be a 2026 donational, and with the two multimeters, that way I can just have this on my multimeter chart while I am looking at my trade chart. So right here, if I was trading, and I'm pretty much done I'm done. I had a good trading day. I'm not going to mess it up. But here, three ball, you have that. As soon as this candle opens, this color, this stays the same because this is open versus previous close, or rather previous midpoint versus closed versus previous midpoint. And that is, I call it indicator mid 2. I should probably call it indicator previous mid 2, but it's already been named. So anyway, you could have taken that trade, you could have added in a second time, and you could have picked up, couple 2 or 3 pip profit aggregate right there. You see the one ball tells you get out. It's just that simple. Here you got a one ball with 3 balls higher. So if you want to, you could have taken this trade right here. As soon as it opened, you'd be in profit already. You can see here you got a second one, but it's hitting up against the edge. So it's either going to push down like it's doing, or it's going to bounce. So, but this is trading. You don't know. You just have to take your chances. And remember, we saw, let me move this over. we saw here we were up in a liquidity zone here on the M1. It's in that sell zone, even though we're also in the buy zone. And you can see it says trade was ready. I'm not sure why this status is still doing this, trying to get the two codes to sync up. For some strange reason, they're not. But that's okay for now. And so you can see here you got another, you had that 2 ball, which told you to get out. So you would have locked, otherwise you would have lost back maybe a pip and a half of profit. So, and I'm just looking to make a couple of pips each trade. But even when I get a bunch of trades, aggregate is just 1 pip profit. So if I'm in 8 trades, I'll get 8 pip profit. Sometimes I might get a little bit more, but I usually just don't push my luck. There's no reason to. And so what I did was I went to Claude AI. I took basically did a print screen of the chart, loaded it in, and said critique the trades. It asked me a few questions. I told it, and then it's gave me an evaluation. And the thing about it is that when you start to look at these trades, and what I did was here. This is my demo account, but it might have some trades somewhere. I created a new Sonic R trade level. Just all it has is it just has the buttons, so you can show the open or closed trades. I thought I had. Oh, there's some way back there. Right there. So, but the other one, that was from my real live account, real money on the line trading. But having the AI evaluate the trades, it might give you a little boost in confidence that you're on the right path. Or if the AI sees something that you can improve, then you get to learn from the AI that way. So here's 2 ball. Do you want to take the trade against the M30? The M30 is halfway through. It's already covered the previous M30. That's kind of an iffy one. So, I mean, look here, I'm in the wrong zone to go long, so I just let that one pass by. But, the thing about the AI, though, for coding, it's been frustrating at times. Sometimes it gets it right the first time. Sometimes it takes it 3 or 4 or 5 times and you're working with it, and then for some reason it just messes up. So there's a bunch of little tricks. Tell it, don't change a thing. This is the base code. You're not allowed to change it. You have to tell it sometimes a million times, or sometimes it wants to put citations in the code and just all kind of weird stuff, or strip out your comments that you want in the code. So you have to tell it all these little details. And sometimes every time you tell it, every time you want to chat or send in a new request, you repeat yourself. You try to make it have certain things that go into the lockbox, or the standards. Like for me, there's certain ways that to format. I want certain coding styles, but it's really handy. And there's some things it's just quicker to do by hand, but this tool definitely can get you up and running with an indicator that you can then tweak. But it just shows that the people, they're afraid they're going to get replaced by AI when they're really not. They're going to get replaced by the people who know how to use AI. So that's on you if you want to use it or not. And forget all the crazy stuff that people talk about it, because that's pretty much what it is. So, fellow traders, man, the fastest 15 minutes of trading is just about up. I hope you give AI a chance. I use ChatGPT, I use Claude, and I use Gemini. I use all three to do coding and to do evaluations. So, and then it's fun to have each one do it, so you get 3 different perspectives sometimes. But anyway, that just goes to show it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One. Over and out.